So we get to the third line of this amazing manifesto that Jesus put out there. And this one's quite famous. You might have heard something that says the meek will inherit the earth. Let me read you from something in a bit more up-to-date English. God blesses those people who are humble. The earth will belong to them. In various other bits of the Bible, God kind of says that he's going to give the humble victory. And if we think back to the start of this, the first little thing that he said, depend on me. That was one of the key things God was saying. Depend on God, not yourself. And humility isn't, oh, I'm nothing, I can't do anything, I'm terrible, and putting yourself down. That's the opposite of humility. That's just focusing on yourself. Humility is thinking less about ourselves. In my head, if all I'm thinking about is David Hammond, I'm thinking about me. Whether I'm thinking I'm rubbish or I'm great, I'm thinking about me. If I'm thinking about other people, if I'm thinking about myself less, then I am truly humble. I really wish I was truly humble. But within this new kingdom, this new situation, this new way of living that Jesus is going, this is what I want this to be about. He's saying, he's looking for people who don't think about themselves because he can entrust them with the leadership and rulership of the world. He brings victory to the humble because if he gives victory to the proud, the people who think about themselves, well, we've seen that. Who's in charge? Who's got the most money? Normally people who are thinking about themselves, and it ain't doing me any good. But then if I was in charge, I'd be thinking about me and I wouldn't be doing you any good, maybe. Humble people, people who think about the whole, not themselves, who don't talk and think about themselves all the time. Some of us who tell you that we're all about everyone else, maybe people who just spend all their time talking about themselves, thinking about themselves, promoting themselves. But Jesus is inviting people who are humble, who don't so often fill their minds and hearts with themselves, because he can entrust them. He can entrust them with loads because they'll put everyone else first. And he loves us all and he wants us all to have life in its fullness. So that's what he's inviting us into. Are you humble? Are you up for journeying into humility? Are you up for all that could bring? That's the way Jesus is inviting.